Yo, what's up traders? Welcome to a new video. In this video I'll be showing you how I passed the myforexfunds challenge, and I will go over how I passed the challenge. I will show you a few of my trades, the biggest winners, and I also show you the dashboard and my results and all that stuff. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so as you can see over here, this is the email that I received once I passed the myforexfunds challenge, and it was the 10k account challenge. And yeah, when I received this email, I didn't upgrade immediately. I waited for a few days, and then I suddenly received an email that said that I violated the terms because the maximum days have been reached. So I freaked out and I was like, wow, how come? Because I passed it in 10 days. So I was kind of confused. But yeah, I immediately clicked on upgrade your account, and then I received the credentials of phase number 2. But that action resulted in something unfortunate. Because I upgraded the account, for some reason I don't see my dashboard of my evaluation of my challenge account. So let me show you what I mean, and then I'll go over all my trades, etc, etc. So over here I am at the myforexfunds dashboard, and as you can see right now, this is the evaluation phase number 2 demo account. As you can see over here, 60 days left. So this is the verification account, but not the challenge account. So normally you can click on this over here, and then you can switch the account details, and then like I said, this is the verification, and then I'm able to also show the challenge account. But when I click on it, I think that it's kind of a bug. I have no idea, but I can't show you guys the results, my performance on the myforexfunds dashboard, which is quite unfortunate. So I try to use my FX book so that I can connect my myforexfunds account to my FX book, but that didn't help as well, because as you can see over here, it says you've connected your account successfully, but some trading history is missing. And then I have to go to the terminal and click on all history. So let me do that as well over here. This is the account. As you can see over here, we see all my trades. In total, I have reached 8%. So as you can see, I click on all history. It just don't work. However, I waited a few minutes and now, as you can see, it does work. Over here we see my balance and my equity, and as you can see, 10k was deposited. This is my account. And as you can see over here, this is the growth curve, the balance curve, the profit, and the drawdown. As you can see, it works, which is great, of course, because I already had an alternative way to show you my performances. Let me go over that quickly. If you head over to the terminal, you right click and then you click on save as detailed report. Then you will download your detailed report, and that looks something like this over here. As you can see, my balance is 10k, and then we see all my trading orders. And once I scroll down over here, we see my balance curve as well. And this shows you how I performed. But I think that it's better to show you my FX book. I like my FX book. So let's go over that. So I started, let me see, this is 17th of February. My first trade, GBPUSD, and that was a small winner. But that is when I started. And when did I finish? Let me show you as well. My last trade was the 9th of March. So within 3 weeks I finished the challenge, and basically, as you can see, I almost made 8% in 1 month, and yeah, so 7.28% in 1 month and 0.68 in the following month, and then it was basically 9 days that I traded. And if we look at my profitability, it used to be 80%, but as you can see over here, I use really low lot sizes to just hit the 8% target, because there were so many opportunities to reach the 8% sooner. It was unbelievable, because during that time the Ukraine-Russian war happened, and I was in a GU sell trade, and I closed it way too early, and there were a few other moments that I didn't took advantage of, which is unfortunate. But that resulted that I was really scalping a few pips in order to hit my 8% target. I was even 10 cents short, something like that, which was crazy. But in the end, I was able to hit the 8% target. So my profitability is about 71%. My profit factor was 2.68. And let me show you my drawdown as well. My drawdown was below the 2%. It was never higher than that, and it was even below the 2%. It was, if I'm looking at the statement from the broker, it says that my relative drawdown was 1.57%, which is really low, and you can have a drawdown of 12% at maximum. I was able to pass the challenge with 1.57% drawdown, which is, like I said, it's really good. And over here you can see the same, a little bit over 71% win rate and a nice profit factor as well. I took 59 trades in total, and let me show you the equity, the balance curve. So in the beginning I made a little bit of profit, but then it was really unfortunate. I had 2 trades that hit my stop loss, and I'm not exaggerating, it was 1 pip. If I place my stop loss 1 or 2 pips further, then I basically had 0 losses in the beginning. But yeah, that was quite unfortunate. So I was in, it's about 1.5% drawdown, something like that, not really that big. And then I began to win. I had more luck on my side, and this was, I guess, this was gold. So at the time, as I mentioned, it was the Ukraine-Russian war, and gold was really high. I will show you what the scenario was in a moment, but gold was really high, and I was like, well, it should go down. It's way too high. There's the supply zone and all that stuff. But yeah, because it's war, and then it doesn't respect any technical analysis anymore. So I took a sell trade, and then it went higher, and I closed it with a loss, which was a really good decision, because gold just shot up to the moon. It was unbelievable. And then I kept winning, and then as I said over here, I was 10 cents short, and then I made some stupid mistakes, and then finally I was scalping a little bit, and that's why my equity is 10 cents above the desired 8% profit. But alright, let me show you a few of my trades. We first start with GBPJPY, and this was the 15th of February, and I made $140, which was 1.4%. Alright, so this was the chart at the time. Let me show you the daily first. So over here, as you can see, it was a really nice supply zone. This candle over here went to the upside, closed down, and then the following day we saw a bearish candle on the daily. So I also drew a nice trend line, and then I head over to the 4-hour, and this was exactly what I saw. As you can see over here, we saw a change of structure. It made a lower low. As you can see, it broke this support, and then over here I saw some resistance, but it was not really that strong. There were a lot of sellers in the market, and yeah, then I decided to take a sell order, and this was exactly what I have drawn. I think over here, yeah. So I was like, well, it should go down to this demand zone over here, and yeah, it went a little bit to the upside. I didn't freak out, and then it almost has hit my stop loss, and I think that I even placed a little bit higher during the time. I'm not sure, but as you can see, this turned out to be a winner. So then finally, it also, yeah, when I saw that it crossed the trend line, then I was really determined that it had to go down, and that was also the case over here. We saw that it went to the downwards, and once it was here, I was like, well, I'm not sure what to do. I think that it has to go down, but yeah, at the time, as I mentioned, it was really hectic with the wars, etc. So I closed it out about here. The majority of my trades was closed about here. Then finally, it even went lower, and then our desired target was hit about here. But that, yeah, it even went lower than that. But that was, yeah, a nice trade that I took, which resulted in, yeah, a nice profit. But in the meantime, I also lost the alt USD trade, which was unfortunate. Yeah, that happens as well. That's, yeah, so I basically made $24. By the way, I also shared this trading setup with you guys for free in my Telegram group. So if you haven't signed up yet, then this is a great moment to just check out the link down below in the description and to join the Telegram group. It was just for free, GBPJPY and also the Australian New Zealand dollar. Yeah, easy money. As you can see, we destroyed it, targets have been hit. But the same day, I also placed the GBPUSD trade, which was 2.5%, about 2.5% of my account, with a great winner, a really great winner. Let me show you the GBPUSD trade and why I took it. Alright, so this was GBPUSD at the time. Let me show you the daily. What did I see over here? I saw that it went to the upside. It has hit our daily demand zone. It went to the downside, but yeah, it didn't close below, yeah, this zone over here, so it went to the upside. And I have also drawn, I'm not sure if this was the correct one, but I'm 100% sure, because yeah, it's a few weeks ago that I placed my trades, and I always remove all trading setups, so yeah, my chart is clean. But yeah, I also drew a line over here, and I saw that the dollar was stronger because of the war, and yeah, the British pound was weaker because it's more of a riskier currency. And yeah, the 15th again, I took a sell trade. Let me show you the 4 hour. So it was the 15th, which was here, and I took it on, let me show you, yeah, it was 10:21. Place my stop loss above the trend line and also above the latest high, and then I took the trade. So it went to the upside, but it didn't hit my stop loss, and then finally it, yeah, then that was the moment that there was a lot of news about the Ukraine war, and yeah, it really went quite low. Let me show you my TP. Where did I place it? 3334. So yeah, that's about here, and as you can see, it was a really nice trade. This trade also made me quite some money. And the last trade, the last setup that I want to show you is the alt New Zealand. This one was also a big trade. As you can see, also the 15th of February I placed this trade, and I made 2.4% profit. But later on, as you can see, yeah, over here I see $85. Yeah, about here 78 and 30. So yeah, there was about $100, even more than that, $110. but it wasn't really. Yeah, over here we see some low numbers. $6, $2, $7. Yes, about 7, 8. So I have a few trades, a few big trades that I took that turned out to be nice profitable trades. Yeah, I basically scalped the remaining 1% that I needed, or 0.5% that I needed. But let me show you the last trade for today, which was the Australian New Zealand dollar, and I really like this setup. So it was the 15th of February. Yeah, this was a really nice trade. So this was as you can see, I have drawn this trend line. It's a really long-term respected trend line. As you can see, 1, 2 touches, and then I was hoping, well, basically I anticipated that it would touch this trend line and then it would go to the downside. And we also see a nice respected demand zone over here. So yeah, I saw this big candle, and then the next day this was a nice doji trade. So there was kind of indecision. Traders did not know what will happen, and of course it could also break this trend line and go to the upside. But yeah, I waited a little bit, and normally I would not have taken this trade because I'm more of a conservative trader, and that's why, as you can see over here, I was like, it would go down and then it would retest the trend line, and then I would place the trade, basically what you saw with the GBPJPY trade. But I was kind of confident this was quite a high level. Once I saw the 4-hour close bearish, I placed the trade, and yeah, I placed my stop loss above the trend line, and it even went a little bit higher. It touched the trend line and then it went to the downside. Then we see that it has crossed the trend line that I also drew about here. Let me show you. So this was a nice touch, and then yeah, over here we see multiple touches. So yeah, it basically retested the trend line, and as you can see, I also have drawn this mini trend line. So I was in profit for about 1%, something like that. Then we waited, we saw nice big candles. I even placed a sell limit about here, I'm not sure anymore. But it dropped down, then it went higher, and my sell limit was hit. But I'm not sure if I deleted it because I thought that it would go down or not. But yeah, it went to the downside. Let me show you. Then it went even up. Oh yeah, about here, that was something that I forgot. About here, I was like, well, what to do, because I think that yeah, it has to go down. But I also saw that the Australian dollar would have gained more strength because of the Ukraine-Russian war. Commodities were really strong, and Australian dollar is related to that. So I was like, well, maybe I should close this position over here. I would close it. At least I made a nice return, and then if it goes to the upside, I can always enter another position about here. So I closed the majority of the, I think it was even everything I closed, and then it went to the upside. And then still this Australian New Zealand dollar had my attention, so I placed another sell trade about there. And then I was like, when it was here, yeah, it should go down and then it should go drop again. But the majority of the money I made about here with this trade. And then, as I said, yeah, it went to the downside even more. And then about here, I saw that it has touched my pivot point that I was aiming for. And then I basically waited for maybe another opportunity in the future, but in the meantime I passed the challenge with other opportunities. But this was a nice move that yeah, really turned out to be a great trade, and in the end my TP target would have been hit about here. But yeah, I couldn't wait for that because, as you can see, this was the 15th of February and this was the 15th of March. So that would have mean that I was in this trade the entire time for the entire month. but it wasn't guaranteed that it would have hit my TP target, so I took a big portion. I think it was everything. Yeah, I took it about here, and then it went to the upside, and I entered about here again for some nice cash. But that is also a nice trade that I took during the challenge. So I passed that challenge, and now, as you can see over here, I am trading the verification account. Yeah, as soon as I place the trade, then this is activated. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the verification phase. I need to make 5% in 60 days. So normally, if everything is going according plan, then of course I'm able to to pass this challenge, this verification, and then I am trading a 10k funded account. And then of course I'm increasing my funded portfolio to the 100k account and a 200k, and even later on I'm aiming for a 500k or a 600k portfolio with my Forex funds. If you wanna trade other people's money as well, if you would like to start a funded account, I can really recommend my Forex funds. It's a little bit cheaper than FTMO, and you also need to reach 8% instead of 10% with FTMO in order to pass the challenge, and you have 12% drawdown instead of 10%. I really recommend the evaluation, and you also get 85% profit split, which is more than FTMO. I think FTMO is about 80. I think if you really compare FTMO from A to Z, I think that my Forex funds is a bit better. As you can see, 5% daily drawdown, 12% overall drawdown, 8% profit target phase number 1, 5% for phase number 2, 5 trading day minimum, and no trading restrictions. I'm more like a swing trader, so yeah, I can easily hold the trades over the weekend or trade during meals, etc. And that's everything that my Forex funds provides. So yeah, if you really want to trade other people's money, what I of course recommend, because yeah, I've lost a lot of money, my own money, while I also could use a prop firm. And yeah, then let's say that I'm using a 10k account, then I only lost 84 bucks instead of $10,000. So yeah, of course this is way better. So yeah, if you're interested, just check out my link down below to my Forex funds, and I will get a small commission if you sign up through my link. And yeah, just check out which evaluation plan you would like to use. If you're really a beginner, then just check out the 10k account. Don't spend a lot of money if you do not know how to trade. Just check out the 10k account. Start with 84 bucks. It's refundable as well, which means that if you pass the verification, then you will get your money back as well. So basically it was free, and now you're trading a 10k account. And then later on, if you have more experience, you can try maybe the 50k or the 100k, and even the 200k if you are really experienced. And as I said, it's also cheaper than FTMO. I think FTMO is about 540 euros for a 100k account, and this is about 470 euros, 450 euros. So yeah, that's about 100 euros difference, which is quite significant. So again, just check out the link down below if you want to sign up for my Forex funds. And yeah, I see you in the next video.